Hello everybody and welcome to the next episode of the Dark Matter playthrough with our good friends Andre and Miguel. Oh, they both have mustaches. The mustache men. Set aside, scanning, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Scan. Search the top card of the scan deck for the icon matching your current location and draw it. If his location, put to play and move to it. Shuffle the scanning deck. And then we have Quantum Field Unstable. Evacuate Elber Station immediately. The warning startles you awake. Despite the troubling descent, the lander has coasted into one of the craters with minimal damage. It appears most of the asteroid has already been evacuated, but then who stayed behind to send you the warning during your descent? As Lightning Bolt, place one of your clues on this location. While there are 2 player or more clues on this location, it gains action. Resign. Escape this migraine-inducing asteroid. 0 opening hands. Let's give this a shuffle too. Not a flip, a shuffle. Okay, honestly, pretty alright start with the lock picks and the cane. This kind of gives us the tools that we need. I kind of even like the out the door to start us off. What if we just run like this? Yeah, it's not bad. Over here, I'll take the longbow and Daniel, and then these... Miguel is actually probably going to be pretty bad in this scenario. Just kidding, we drew the backpack, we're probably a-okay. Just because traps are a little bit funky in this scenario. The locations, they don't really cooperate. Alright. I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 and play a lockpicks. And then we're going to investigate at 8 to 3. 6 to 3, we're going to grab a clue. We're going to get an action. We're going to take a free scan. So we scan looking for, with an icon matching our current location. So we'll give this a shuffle, and then it happens to be this one. X is the number of connected locations. Choose a real location with no clues. Place a resource token on that location. Max once per game. So we may move to it, and move to it. Okay. Honestly, this is probably worthy of an investigate. I'm gonna go... Oh, sorry. That was a scan. I'll take a card. Okay. So we played we investigated, we scanned. I'm gonna do this out the door and we'll investigate. And you know what, I'm even gonna put a sneak attack in because I like to keep the money. So we're gonna go 4-5 to 1. Whew. That's okay, we need 6 clues. I'm gonna just investigate again up 2. 3 to 1. You know what? No, I will put down the polished cane. Miguel is going to spend 1, 2, 3 to drop down a longbow. We're going to play our knapsack. I'm going to then gain a resource, and then we'll go upkeep. That's a good draw. That's a nice draw as well. 1 of 3 I've already shuffled. Paradoxical threat. You must either put the top 3 cards of the encounter deck into your threat area face down, add 1 doom to the current agenda, and draw 3 face down cards in your threat area. These motherfuckers do be Mario and Luigi, huh? I might just put a Doom on the agenda. I think we have the tempo to make this work. Let's go 3-all. Reveal the token if you fail, put the top card of the encounter deck, so we're 2 to 3. We're 0 to 3. We can lucky this to pass. Pretty good. Alright, I'm going to spend 1-2 to play Lucky Cigarette Case, and then we're going to investigate at 8-1. -3. So we have 5-1. I mean, searching the top 4 is still very good. I'll take a Grapevine. We'll see if we actually ever use it. We do get to discover a clue, and we get to get an extra action. I think we're just going to go 3-1. Okay. 3-1 one more time. Nice. I think I'm going to give Miguel a free scan this turn. So let us start with that. Looking for Circle. Which leads us to Omni Transmitters. Add 1 doom to the current agenda and test book 2. If you succeed, each investigator at this location adds 1 tally mark next to their memories. Max 1 success per game. Stop it! You guys want to see all the points? Look at all those fucking snap points, huh? They're crazy with it. Okay, I'm going to gain a resource. So we have 2 interesting plays here. I feel like putting down glassing is pretty good. So let's do that. We're going to play down glassing, and I'm going to draw a card. Stalk Prey, which we have not played yet at all. Which honestly wouldn't be too bad. Okay. I have 3 actions left. I'm honestly going to gain 2 resources and put down Daniel Jameson. That's crazy. We did a lot of shit that turn. Alright. Upkeep. Love me a Dark Pact. Makeshift Trap is fine. This will advance. It doesn't take long for you to realize there's no such thing as orientation in a place where anything can simultaneously be anywhere. Only the landmarks you can consciously observe will remain in their positions. Each investigator at a location without a resource token places a top card in the encounter deck into their threat area face down. Face down. Shuffle empty locations without enemies or investigators without a resource token on them into the scanning deck. They're separated. If there's an agenda below this one, set this agenda aside, out of play, otherwise add 1 tally mark under impending doom, and shuffle this agenda with each set aside agenda to form a new agenda deck. Let's see what we got here. Entangled. Attach Entangled to an investigator or enemy without a copy of Entangled attached. After attached, an investigator or enemy takes any damage from a source other than Entangled. Each other investigator or enemy. So we're going to give that to you, Miguel. Draw each face down encounter card to your threat area 1 at a time. If no encounter cards were drawn by this effect, add Quantum Clubs to your threat area. Alright, we have the colors of space, so we're going to go 3-3. 2, I mean, I might as well use the timely intervention because we'd have to use it for the next test anyway. Okay, well that was a pretty benign Mythos phase. I'm going to investigate, and we're going to go 8-0, which is pretty good. Half the number of locations rounded down, so we have 7-0, so I got to look at the top 7 cards. We're looking for an Olivier here. I think I like that more than the Well-Connected. I think I do. So that's done. We're going to grab this clue. We're going to get an action. We're going to take a free scan this turn, but what I would like to do... I mean, I think I just want to, like, put a resource token on this location. And then I want to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Olivier. And then I think we're going to take the free scan. And we're looking for Square. Square! Investigator's location cannot cancel or ignore game card effects. If you have 4 more face-down encounter cards in your threat area, draw 1 of them and gain 2 clues from the token bank. Okay. I will gain a resource. So we investigated. We played Olivier. We did a double action. Okay. I'm going to just draw cards to see if I can find an enemy. Draw a card. Draw a card. Draw a card. Okay. Upkeep time. Quick exit. A lucky 3 is really good. 1 of 3. We will draw. Incomprehensible. Test book 2. For each point you succeed by, take 1 horror. Yeah, I'll go 3 to 2. We succeed by 0. So we take no horror. Love that card. Hey, spawn at the location with more clues. You mean my location? So we're going to trigger the glass in here. So we're going to go 6 to 2. Nice. We'll discard this and grab 2 clues. Okay, that's really good. All right, so I think we start by just advancing this. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You finally find the lone scientist on the asteroid, or as I like to call it, the micrometeoroid. He introduces himself as Erwin Simmons, the lead quantum researcher at the facility. They stole the stabilizing shards, those cultists, he explains the recent happenings. Without the shards, the whole asteroid quickly lost itself in uncertainty. Everyone else was evacuated, but I stayed behind to contain the anomaly. If there are 3 or more tally marks under impending doom, unfortunately, it's too late. The maelstrom is affecting my reality. You need to leave this asteroid as soon as you can, lest you get trapped here too. Before you can react, the physicist fades out of existence right in front of you. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. And shuffle the Erwin Simmons Fading. Along with the top 3 player cards of the encounter deck. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then distribute them into each investigator's threat area face down as evenly as possible. So I think we'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll give you the extra one. Proceed to Act 2A, Destabilization, not Quantum Xeno. Okay. You need to get out of here as soon as you can before you are lost in the quantum realm. Although Erwin is fading out of existence, maybe you can find a way to save him from his ghastly fate. As an action, draw a face-down encounter card in a threat area. If it is a treachery, you may spend 1 clue to cancel its revelation effect. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, we advance. So we just got to get this guy out of here. And I'm going to try to be a good guy. Pay it forward, and we're going to see if we can get him okay. Okay. Well, let's kill this guy. I think we want to play this fast. And go 3 to 1. We'll draw a card. 3 to 1. We'll deal him a damage. Then I think we just evade him at 5 to 1. With another token. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I'll take this glassing back. So this guy's evaded. Oopsie, don't want that. I think I'll give you the free scan this turn, Miguel. And we're looking for Tringle. There's a Tringle. After you scan this location, shuffle an empty location without a resource token on it back into the scanning deck. Okay. Okay. Maybe we just don't scan at this location. I will choose to gain a resource. I think I would like to spend 1-2 to play Glassing. It's fast. And I think I'll then scan... Oh, sorry, I will draw a face-down encounter card in my threat area. Meteoroid. Alright, we'll go 5-3. Nice. Okay. So we know that the landing vessel is connected to this. That's the circle. But we want to try to scum as much as we can out of this. You know how it is, gamers. You know how it is. All right, let's Olivier Bishop up here, and let's whack this guy with our Polish cane. So we're going to go 8-3 for our first action. 7-3, so I will look at the top 4. And I suppose I'll take this sudden fall. He's cooked. He's cooked, I'm afraid. We do get to get an action. I'll draw a card here. Okay, what do we got? When is defeated by damage except from a spell or a relic. Hey, is there any chance this cane that I just bought at like a random store a relic? No? Fuck. Alright, we'll try to evade this guy at 6-3. -3, that's fine. So he's evaded. I think we just let him live, and I'm just going to draw a card for my last action. Yeah. Alright, this guy stands up. We'll go upkeep. We'll go upkeep over here. Gonna go 2 of 3. Radioactive Decay. At the end of turn, draw a face down and card a card in threat area if you cannot take 1 damage and 1 horror. I'm down for that for the time being. Colors out of space. We're gonna go 3-all. Alright. Gotta start committing skills, but Miguel doesn't have that many skills, right? Yeah, he only has 1 overpower and 2 timely interventions. So this is basically a blank encounter card for all intents and purposes. Okay. I would like to start with an Olivier Bishop moving up here, which is then going to trigger this glassing. So we're going to investigate at 6-3. I'll go 7-3. Yeah. I'll discard glassing to grab 2 clues. Okay. It's my turn over here. Let us then whack this guy with a cane at 8-2. No, we'll just evade him again. We'll just evade him. Yeah. We'll just go 6-3. X is half the number of locations rounded down, so that's 2. So we do successfully evade him. Okay. We were 4-3, so we don't get any special perks. Do you have Hunter? No, we can just leave. So why don't we just fucking leave? I'll move here and I'll take a free scan. Okay. Looking for Tringle. This one. Hey, the landing craft's back. Place 1 new clues on this location. Well, there are 2 or more clues in this location. So we start 2 player more. So we need 4 clues to get out of here. 3, really. But we don't want to do it without our boy. I think for my last action, I'm just going to drop down a grapevine. As for Miguel, I'm gonna Oh, I have to draw one of these. Ooh, fuck. Oh, shit. That is both good and bad. Alright, I'm gonna spend 2 to play this virtual access key. And then we're going to draw some cards here as we try to find our guy. Hound of Tyndalos. Massive alert retaliates. Spawn play next to the act deck at no specific location. While you have an odd number of cards, it is considered to be engaged with you. While you have an even number of cards, he is not. Okay, so I need to... Well, we're going to move down here. That was my last action. So this guy's gonna attack me, but that's okay. We'll go upkeep. Now I'm engaged with him, and we're not. Let's advance this. Shuffling counter, discard pile into the deck. The basic property of quantum materials can be summed up as an elaboration of wave-particle duality. You never truly know what you're dealing with until you know. When player orders, investigator plays a top card in counter deck into their threat area face down. Okay. Give those a shuffle. Alright. Let's see some evil cards. Sure, 3 to 2. We fail. Cold vacuum. Sure, I'll go 3-all. I think I'll just discard you. Alright. Well, we're going to try to shoot this guy with a longbow. So we're going to go 7 to 4. Yeah, he'll take 3 damage. And then I think we initiate a fight with this improvised weapon. So we're going to go 3 to 2. Oh, I don't even need to use my lucky. Alright, this guy's dead. We're going to shuffle this into our deck and draw a card. Okay. In theory, we have all the clues we need. We need. We just got to find Dr. Irwin. Okay. We're gonna load our bow, and then I think draw a card. Okay, 3-all. Yeah, I'm really in the color out of space. All right. I think Andre takes the free scan. This should cost to scan a cold waste. You must either spend your resources and choose and discard 2 cards in your hand. There are 2 locations we need to find. One goes from square. One goes from I don't know where the other one goes. So I think realistically, I'll take a resource. I think realistically we want to try to scan at that other one. So let us move here, come there, and then scan. Crystal mines. Okay, give me another one of those. I mean, we're just trying to find our guy. We're just trying to find our guy. Last action, I guess I just try to grab a clue. I think we don't want to go to not odd number of cards, just in case we get a hound from the deck. So we're probably not going to do a search here. But I do grab a clue. I guess I could draw a card. So yeah, you know what, we will. So then we have what? We have 9 to 4, we go 8 to 4, so I can look at 4. Because we're going to get an action. Calm down. I'll take you. I'll take you, actually. Shuffle these in, and then with the last action, we'll draw a card. Because then if we draw Hound of Tyndalosis from this, it won't matter. Where's the last location go from? Triangle slash diamond slashes, so we can go from here. I just gotta remind myself what all the locations are. Okay, let's see if we find Dr. Irwin here. No, we find a Hound of Tyndalos and Dr. Irwin. Okay. And then the round, or when you would resign if there are face-down encounter cards in any investigator's threat area, shuffle Irwin Simmons with all face-down encounter cards and distribute them back into each investigator's threat area as evenly as possible. He's a tough guy to save, but we're going to try to do our darndest. Alright, enemy phase. This guy doesn't attack. We'll go upkeep. I have to discard a card here. It's going to be winging it. I have to discard 2 cards here. I think it's going to be you and you, which are signs that those cards should be cut and or changed. I have to cut 3 cards. One more. To investigation or parlay. I don't think I need help with those. Okay. 1 of 3. At the end of the round... Okay, so I will take these. We'll put those in there. We'll go like this. I'll give you 1, 2, and then I'll take 3. Okay, evil card. Cold vacuum. The vacuum is cold. Yeah. Sorry, Grapevine. I also think you're just not great in this scenario. You also just might not be great. 5 to 3. I could do a micrometeoroid. Micrometeoroid. We pass. Okay, so right now the Hound of Tyndalos is not engaged with either of us, but we would like to kill it because that victory is oh so sweet. If Miguel fires with the bow, he can then do some damage otherwise. I mean, I think realistically, we want to try to squeeze as much victory that we can out of this scenario, while also moving towards our objective, but I think we also don't need that much victory. So I think the correct course of action is spend 2 to drop a loner, because that doesn't trigger any other shenanigans with this Hound of Tyndalos. Okay. And then, I mean, I can drop a loner into this location. I forget what the last one is. Alright. Let's fire the longbow against the Hound of Tyndalos so we have 7 to 4. Huge. I can return a trap or a trick. Yeah, I'll grab the glassane. So we'll deal 3 damage to this guy. Then I can reload the bow. And with my free action, I can actually play Emergency Cash. So we'll draw we'll gain 3, draw 1. I don't think we want to draw 2. We just want to stay at 8. I mean, we could draw 2. The guy's going to be dead. Let's do it. I heard you like hidden shelters. So in that case, I will drop a glassing here, just so we don't have to discard too much to hand size. Yeah, just discarding you is fine. Okay, I will spend 1, 2 to play a well-connected. Then we're going to try to bonk the Hound. So I have 8 to 4, which is pretty alright. -3. So he'll die. All right, I think there's 3 Hounds at Tindalos, so we are 66.6% repeating through them. I guess I'm just gonna lock picks. 9 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 3. So we just grab a clue. Okay. I'll draw 2 of these. Quantum Phantom. Irwin Simmons. Okay, so I'm going to take a damage and a horror. And then we go upkeep. We'll discard the improvised weapon instead, actually. And then I shuffle all of these together, and I divvy out 2 and 2. Okay. We'll then go 2 of 3, and I have draw each face down encounter card 1 at a time. Sure, I don't have a choice. So we need to solve these radioactive decays, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So we have Irwin Simmons. We have Entangled. Attach Entangled to an investigator enemy without a copy of Entangled attached. We can drop that on this guy up here. He's just vibing. Okay. What do you got? A micrometeoroid. 5 to 3. Holy shit. Okay, I have nothing I can bring back, but it definitely knows it's my birthday, man. Okay. So I think we have Miguel go first. Getting this location back if we lose it is very easy. So we're going to load her in here. We're going to move into this location and we're going to clear out one of these radioactive decays. We'll try to evade you at 6 to 3. I'll take some cash. 8 to 3. 4 to 3. He's evaded. We're going to do a lock picks. We'll use well connected, so we'll go 9, 10, 11 to 4. Randomly draw a face down encounter card. I do not have any, but we do get an action, and we have 8 to 4, so I can look at the top 4 cards here. I'll take you. I will take you. And we'll put you back in the deck. And then with these, we get a clue, and then with these extra actions, we're going to clear out this radioactive decay. And then I think we might be able to finish out next turn, depending on how things happen. This guy's going to ready. We're going to go upkeep. Upkeep. I have to discard a card. Winging it. And then these are going to get divvied out. Do I go 1 and 2? I think so. I think so. And then this is going to advance. If the scanning deck is not empty, look at the top card on the scanning deck. If it is location, put it in play and move each investigator and non-liminal enemy to it. Oh, that's kind of fucked up. That's crazy. Honestly, fair play. Gang's all here! These guys are liminal, yeah. Shuffle all locations with a resource token on it into the scanning deck. Brutal. Okay, so we lost a bunch of victory. But that's like this version of the scenario. So at this point now, I think we just try to get out of here. Because I think like being able to try to get those next is going to be very hard. Alright, so we're going to add an impending doom. And this flips. Alright, this is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. That was a big blow. But we can just get back there, which we feasibly actually could pretty... not too bad. Alright, let's draw an encounter card. Location with the most clues. We are beset with ghouls and goblins. Draw each face-down encounter card. Hey, it's Irwin. Okay, I mean, this should still be pretty doable, right? So I think Miguel starts. And Miguel's gonna scan. So we're looking for a moon. Sure. That could feasibly get us to where we want to go. I think Miguel's going to scan again. And we're going to discard 2 cards from our hand. So we're looking for Hourglass, like this one. Alright, there's our landing craft. Okay, so I think we just set up here and we try to get out. Alright, I would like to evade this guy at 6 to... Six to 1. He's evaded. We can look at the top 6 cards of our deck, and we're going to get an action. I guess I'll grab you. This is after you succeed, if after when. This one is after you successfully evade an enemy. So I think I can actually like play these to get 2 clues. Do we need to do that? I don't think we do. Okay. Now we try to evade this guy. And we have a manual dex. So we're going to go 8 to 3. Alright, he's evaded. We're going to draw a card. We're going to evade you. At 6 to 3, we're going to go 8 to 3. Nice. We're going to alleviate into this location, and then we're going to move up here. And then we shall go upkeep. Upkeep. Okay. I have to discard 2 cards here. Thieves' Kit, and I guess you can go. And then Professor Irwin is going to be shuffled into these. And I think we just go like that. Alright, 1 of 3. Alright, well, we're going to place a Doom on this and see if we can just get out of here. Entangled. Here you go, buddy. Hound of Tyndalos. Okay. Migo Stabilizer. He'll come over here. Okay. I mean, we should be able to kill this fucker and get out of here no problem this turn. So let's try to do that, shall we? Shall we? Alright. Let's shoot this guy with a bow. We're gonna go 7 to 3. Yeah, he'll take 3 damage. I think we just try to attack this guy. At 3 all. I mean, I guess I could still initiate an attack, right? It's just now I'm no longer engaged with him, but I'm still attacking him. So that could be our free event. No sense in drawing a card. So I have fight. So we're going to go 5 to 4. We'll go 6 to 4. Retaliate. That's pretty bad. This guy dies. This guy takes a damage. After attach enemy and takes mana damage from a source other than entangled. So this guy dies and he's going to come in here. Okay. Okay, I think we're okay. So this guy goes in there. This entangle gets discarded. This entangle gets discarded. These can move over. Okay. I'm going to spend 2 resources to play a glassing here. And then I'm going to draw a card. And then I'm going to take a damage and a horror. This guy will die. To draw Irwin. So after the end of the round or when you would resign. Okay, that's fine. So we can now resign, but I would like to kill you. So what I'm going to do is we're going to spend 1 to play Fox Mask. And then we're going to attack you with the cane. So we have 8 to 4. That seems okay in my books. Alright, you're dead. And then we can resign. Oh, sorry, first we place a clue here. Oh no, fucking Miguel needs to resign. Okay, we need to survive a turn. Oh, dude, if we get the one that pulls us back... So I guess we don't put the clues here. Okay, let's just hope we don't get that. This guy's dead. Okay. We get hit again. We go upkeep. It's only a 1 in 3 chance. Fuck. Shit. Alright, we're going for a trip. We're going for a trip, everybody. Okay, we're all moving here. Alright, we just gotta get there. We just gotta get there. What a journey this has been. Okay. Okay, well, we should be fine at this point now. Like, nothing else is going to get shuffled in. Okay. Yeah, this should be it. Now it's just like we want to just minimize getting this kind of shit. Yeah, we'll go 2 to 2. We're fine. Okay. Okay. Let us evade this guy. I'm going to go 7 to 3, and we're going to put $3 on it. I don't get my money back? What the fuck? You're allowed to do that? Watch this? All right. We'll take a free scan. So we're looking for squiggles. Or slashes, rather. Okay, that's not too bad. After you enter it... Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I want to get off this nightmare rock. Get me off this nightmare rock. We'll gain a resource. Okay. So then we Olivier into this location, and then we scan, looking for square. Okay, this should have 4 clues on it as well. Okay. Then I think I'll draw one of these cards. I think I'm okay to take a horror. Miguel's going to try to evade this guy at 5 to 3. Yeah, we pass. We're then going to loner. We're going to grab a card. I think we move and we scan, right? Looking for a square here. Okay, we found the landing craft. We have found the landing craft. We're here again. We've been here before. We're going to be here again in the future, I guess. Okay. Upkeep. Upkeep. The cat's here. End of the round. This should be reshuffled. We're going to put all of these together and divvy out like this. Okay. 1 of 3. Here, feline hybrid, you can be entangled. Why not? Micrometeoroid. All right, we'll go 5 to 3. I guess I'm gonna discard each event in my hand, huh? Gorsh, Mickey! I'm getting straight fucked. Okay, so only 1 card here, 2 cards here. We want to punch you at 3 all. You take a damage, and then you're going to move over here. And then I think we draw you. Okay, it's Irwin. Round. And then I think Miguel resigns. I think Miguel resigns. I think we have to take this down to just Andre. No, sorry. I can't resign. I don't have the clues to do that. Okay, Miguel is not going to resign. I'm trying not to look, just see Irwin, not see the other ones. I'm squinting, I don't see it. Okay. I guess I'm going to place 2 of my clues here and put down track shoes. Lucius is going to come up here. We're going to move into this location, and then we're going to draw. Okay, I could resign by placing a doom here. No, I can't resign yet. So I'm going to just spend a clue to cancel this. Okay. And then we're going to draw another one. This is going to surge. But first I have to shuffle the Feaster. Man, if I have to explore again, this is going to be a big cluster. Okay. And then that's going to surge into 3 to 2. Cool. Okay, these guys stand up. We go upkeep. I have to discard a card. I don't care who I am. I don't care what I am. I just want to get off this ride. Upkeep here. We then go 2 of 3. That's okay. Micrometeor is fine. 6 to 3. We pass it. Okay. I think we're finally free. I think we're finally free. So I can put a clue down here. I can draw a card. And I can just, like, spend the clue to cancel its revelation effect. Oh, no, that's the forced effect. Oh, we can, yeah, we can draw, we can cancel that. Take a horror. No, we cancel the horror. No, we still take the horror, because that's the forced. That's the forced. And then I'm going to stab Miguel for good measure. And then we're going to resign. And then Miguel is going to resign. Holy shit. I've never had to be that tough in the last little bit. The shuttle takes off in a medley of noises and barely escapes a collapsing quantum field. Irwin looks down at the facility in melancholy, years of his research lost in this unreality. Despite the tragedy, he is grateful for your efficacy. R3. Honestly, I was like, this is going very smooth. And then the scenario reminded me, no, brother, you are not the one. All right, quantum physicist. I don't think we need him. So we're going to add 2 tally marks up to 6. And we record that Elber Station has been lost to the quantum realm. The Qs look kind of fucking sick with it. Holy shit. I can fuck with that Q. Alright, we get 4 experience. Miguel gets 6. And then we go to search for fragment, and we go to introspection, interlude. The investigators may choose to take their time. We're not going to add a tally mark. We can enter a simulation. We add a -5 to the bag. We get 1 additional card and 1 additional resource in our starting hand. So we're going to have to write that down. And then we get the king in yellow. Okay, that was wild. Sorry, so Miguel gets 6. Andre gets 4. Okay, I think that these sneak attacks are kind of falling apart. So I think I'm just going to try... I mean, realistically, I think what this deck really wants is, like, card draw and money. Yeah, I think I'm just going to run emergency cash too. We're just going to do the Justin way. I'm Justin and I'm going to do the way that I do it. Like, that's just how it's going to be. As for Miguel, we have 6 XP. I think the timely interventions going up is totally fine. Yeah, let's just run that. Keep it, once again, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. All right, easy upgrades. A little bit of a nightmare of a scenario, but we got through okay. If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. You guys all rock. See you for the next one. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.